If you drive a diesel vehicle, there's a good chance you're doing things that could slowly wear out your engine without even knowing it. These mistakes can lead to serious repairs that cost thousands of dollars. But don't worry, today I'm going to walk you through 5 important tips that mechanics and long-distance truckers use to keep their diesel engines running strong for over 300,000 miles. While others are replacing engines at just 100,000 miles, these folks know the tricks to make their engines last. Make sure you stick with me until the end. Tip number 4 is something most diesel owners completely overlook, and it can make a huge difference in how well your engine runs. Let's jump right in. Secret number 1, the truth about oil changes. Most diesel owners follow the oil change schedule printed in their owner's manual, but experienced mechanics and truckers know that the real sweet spot is different. The best time to change your oil? Every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. That's about 8,000 to 12,000 kilometers. Even if your manual says 10,000 or even 15,000 miles, it's better not to wait that long. Here's why. Diesel engines work harder than gas engines. They get hotter, produce more soot, and their parts go through more stress. Because of this, diesel oil wears out faster, even if it's synthetic. Yes, quality diesel oil costs more, but changing it a little sooner helps. Keep your fuel injection system clean. Reduce wear on the turbocharger. Protect the engine over the long haul. If you tow heavy loads, drive in dusty areas, or do a lot of stop-and-go driving, aim for the lower end of that range around 5,000 miles. The most important part? Be consistent. Pick a number that fits your driving habits and stick with it. The diesel driving habit that could be hurting your engine? Let's move on to secret 2, and this one might surprise you. If you mostly use your diesel vehicle for short trips like quick runs around town, you could be slowly damaging your engine. That's because diesel engines are designed to run hot and steady. They're built for long drives, towing, and highway speeds. When they don't get that kind of workout regularly, problems start to build up. That's where a trick called the Italian tuneup comes in. What is an Italian tuneup? It's simple. Once a week, take your diesel on the highway and drive it hard for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let the engine get up to full temperature and keep it there. Don't be afraid to run it at higher RPMs, revolutions per minute. This gives the engine a good workout and helps burn off buildup. Why this works? Short trips don't let the engine heat up enough. That leads to problems like carbon buildup in your intake system, worn hairs, clogged diesel particulate filters, DPF, wet stacking, where unburned fuel mixes with the engine oil. A wet stacking, when you drive on the highway and let the engine work hard, it burns off carbon and soot. It helps clean out the DPF. It keeps your turbocharger working smoothly. After a solid highway run, you'll notice your engine runs quieter, smoother, and often feels more powerful. Don't baby your diesel engine. It needs to be worked. Taking it for a regular high-speed drive is one of the best things you can do to keep it healthy. Don't kill your turbo. Let it cool down. Now here's secret 3, something many diesel owners don't realize, but it can save you thousands in repair costs. Most diesel trucks and SUVs today have turbochargers. These are the parts that boost your engine's power by forcing more air into it. But they spin really fast, like super fast, and get extremely hot. The problem, after you've been driving hard, towing heavy loads, or cruising on the highway for a while, a lot of people just turn their engine off right away. That's a big mistake. When you shut off the engine immediately, the oil that cools and lubricates the turbo stops flowing, even though the turbo is still spinning at crazy high speeds. This causes the oil around the turbo to overheat and turn into nasty deposits. Over time, this damages the turbo's bearings and can lead to turbo failure. The simple fix, the turbo cooldown. Here's what experienced diesel drivers do. After a tough drive, they let their engine idle, run without moving for 30 to 60 seconds before turning it off. This cooldown time lets the turbo slow down while oil keeps circulating, cooling everything off safely. This habit can save you from having to pay for a new turbocharger, which often costs thousands of dollars. Bonus tip. Some modern trucks have turbo timers that do this automatically, but don't just rely on them. Make this a habit, especially after towing, mountain driving, or long highway trips. The pros follow this rule and often see their turbos last 300,000 miles or more with the right care. How to start your diesel right. Master the glow plugs. Secret number 4 is super important, especially if you live somewhere cold. It's all about starting your diesel engine the right way, and many drivers don't get this part quite right. Unlike gasoline engines that use spark plugs, diesel engines use compression and glow plugs to start. Glow plugs heat up the engine cylinders so the fuel will ignite properly. If you don't wait for them to do their job, starting your engine can be tough and hard on your parts. The golden rule: always wait for the glow plug light on your dash to turn off completely before you try to start the engine. It sounds simple, but many people rush this step when they're in a hurry. Pro tip for cold weather: when it's really cold, do the glow plug cycle twice before starting. Here's how. Turn the key to the on position and wait for the glow plug light to go off. 2. Turn the key off. 3. Turn it back on again and wait for the light to go off once more. 4. Then start the engine. This double glow helps warm the cylinders more thoroughly, making it easier to start the engine, reducing smoke, and cutting down on wear to your starter motor and battery. Some drivers in very cold places even do this 3 times, but 2 cycles usually work fine. Why it matters: patience here means fewer rough starts, less white smoke, and your engine parts last longer. Keep your fuel tank right to avoid big repairs. Here's the last and maybe the most important secret of all. Never let your diesel fuel run too low, like near empty, or empty. This isn't just about avoiding being stuck on the road. It's about protecting some of the most expensive parts in your fuel system. Diesel fuel does 2 important jobs. Most your engine, it powers your engine. It cools and lubricates your fuel injection system. Modern diesel engines use high-pressure fuel injection systems, sometimes running at pressures over 25,000 psi. When your tank is almost empty, bad things happen. Your fuel pump starts sucking in air, which can mess up fuel delivery and cause your engine to stall or run rough. Without enough fuel, the injection pump can overheat and wear out faster. Replacing an injection pump is very expensive, so avoiding this problem is worth it. What experienced diesel drivers do: they always keep their tank at least a quarter full and never let it drop below an eighth of a tank. This keeps the fuel pressure steady, cools the injection system, and stops dirt or sediment from getting sucked into your engine. These 5 secrets might seem like small things, but they add up to big savings and better engine life. While other diesel owners might face costly repairs or engine swaps, you'll enjoy a powerful, reliable diesel that can last hundreds of thousands of miles. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and sticking with me until the end. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care of your diesel, and it will take care of you.